Hello, everybody. This is Fun Police, and after several months of not uploading anything, I am going to hopefully be back to recording a little more consistently going forward. Uh, I'm pretty much doing this on the new Beta 13, so we're gonna hopefully go and explore some of that new stuff that's been added, notably in the exclusion zones. But yeah, overall, uh, I'm happy to finally be able to record again because I have had a very exhausting, like, several months. Just a lot of things going on. I've been sick for literally like all of January, and then I ended up getting a toothache, which I'm recording with right now. I'm not hurting, but like the last week I've been unable to talk, and then Valentine's is a busy time at like real life work, so it's like just been a not great time for me to be recording stuff. So I'm hopefully trying to get this out, just, kind of one and done this while I'm able to actually talk and not be in a bunch of pain. Uh, but yeah, I guess Void Ward's back, which kind of inspired me to maybe do just a run with the new beta because, in case you haven't been following or you weren't aware, Void War's been off of Steam for like a week now, because Games Workshop, the people that do Warhammer 40k, they copyrighted striked it for essentially just in one trailer having an shoulder pad that looked too much like a knight from their universes, so the whole game got taken down. And then they took a whole week to respond, so the game's just not been active at all, which really is great. But it's at least back now, so that's good. It at least got resolved. They just had to change a trailer. But like I said, though, they've added this new beta, which is adding new planetary assaults to the exclusion zone sectors. So we got some new stuff to look around with. I've seen a couple spoilers about some nasty things that can be hiding in there, but otherwise, I'm just doing a one and done run. I'm just gonna see if I can win this Torment 12 run. Maybe I will. Maybe this thing will die in Sector 2 or something like that, but we'll see. And especially because I'm doing it with Heavy A, which in my opinion is one of the worst ships in the game due to its starting armament. Things just not that good. That's good. But yeah, so uh, you know, hopefully with all that copyright strike nonsense out of the way, Void War can get back to doing updates, because the roadmap that had been posted right before this copyright strike happened looked very appealing. There's a variety of new ships, some more events, just a variety of things that would be great content-wise for the game. Uh, Void War's come a long way since the beta that it's been on, or since the beta when I first caught wind of the game. Really expanded a lot, so that's been great to follow and all that. But looking forward to some of the stuff they've promised. But yeah, it's just overall and here's actually a good example. This is why I don't like heavy frigate at all, for the heavy one. Ooh, that's a good scrap reward. But I just, man, it sucks to have to deal with like only having a bolt cannon for offensive power. You know, there's, I think, like, a reasonable case that, like, I can use Siege Beam, but the problem is just that, like, the more I rely on Siege Beam, the more, like, annoying it becomes, because this munition can get chewed through in, like, one sector, and it really sucks when you run out of munitions and really need the offensive power. So, like, these first, like, one or two sectors is always, like, such a drag with this ship. Granted, the Twin Disruptor is pretty good. Like, the overall layout of the ship also isn't, like, the worst out there. But there definitely are things that are just not great with it, in my opinion. Yeah, pretty much, like, early ship just ends up where you have to, just kind of sit here and slowly pepper down the enemy ship, which gets really annoying also if they have, like, high level of, like, a high hull strength, like ships that have, like, 10 or more health just take forever to kill early on. Really annoying. Yeah, we're just gonna keep plugging along. Personally, I would say that, like, if we were gonna, uh, like, if they wanted to, real quick. But, like, if they wanted to ever, like, improve heavy A, probably the best thing I would like to see would be a changing of the starting weapons. I think, like, a much better loadout would be something like a Hull Ripper 1 and an Ion Tunneler. It would still be a total of 3 power in order to, like, damage, or to, weapon-wise, that'd be the same amount of power, but you would get the much bigger benefit of being able to have a two-shot weapon, better at killing hulls, and the Ion Tunneler is still decent enough to strip at least one level of shields, but oftentimes an extra one as well. So generally, that would be what I think that would be a much better starting loadout. And the Hull Ripper actually is not used in many ships. I believe it is on one ship specifically. Probably actually. Plus killing the commanders, nice. And everybody's got B1. That's crazy. Beam 1 did get a nerf within, like, patch 12, so it's not as, like, horrific as it was, which is good for us when the enemy has it, but obviously a bit worse for when we have it. Its range, its length on enemy ships got nerfed, so overall that's actually pretty nice, but yeah, we're just gonna keep kind of getting stuck here and just plugging along extremely slowly, trying to whittle down the enemy and saving munitions for what I really need. Because siege weapons, I think, overall are like a good thing is, like, the siege beam is really, really good against boss style enemies, but it's not that good against common ships just because of its high arm cost. I really wish, like, they would be, well, that's a survivor. Carnivore hatch is worthless. But I think that, like, overall like, the siege weapons just don't have as much of a reason to live. Like, they're not usable outside of boss fights because they just drain your munitions. And they especially, like, are battling, you know, much stronger weapons like Hull Reaper and Missile Bay that you need to, like, be able to deal with. Oh, this is a nasty. Get the one down. Some help to play with, and don't gotta worry about Radium Blaster as much. Radium is like one of those weapons that is like completely easy to ignore. It's like practically worthless up until the moment that like the enemy uses it and then insta-kills one of your low health crew members. And then it's like one of the worst things to have ever happened in this game. This is potentially a nasty combo. I'm probably gonna actually just get, because I'm worried that the Radium's gonna snipe something, and I'm a little distracted while I talk to where... Yeah, but see, that Radium Blast would have pretty much killed any of my guys, including my commander, if I had, like, not fully ignored it. But Siege Beam is great DPS, though. Well, my crew is, like, forever fine now. I got so much crew member command systems. Need a good shop to get a weapon, so we're gonna go for the weapons. It doesn't mean we miss the Abstract Wound, which on Torment 12 specifically gives free regents, which is often a pretty nice reward, and picks it. I always find it very useful to pick up for the boss. In this rest stop, I think I'm honestly just gonna grab... Yeah, I could just grab... A Husk ain't bad, but I honestly have so many crew members with, like, item slots, I don't really feel like I need to. I can just grab, like, some munitions to make sure I can use Siege Beam as I need. Plugging over. Down here, because there's a split choice in paths, and I can... another tip with... Wow. So many energy beams. That's crazy. Take him out. Get someone off of, like... Probably need to... This is a nasty enemy. Double shields? That... Ooh. Okay, one level of shields is... Okay, at least that's damaged, and their shields are ion down, so the Siege Beam's gonna help to burst it out. Although they are hard focusing mine, so this is like a damage race. Taking so much damage. That is a nasty fight. See, that's where, like, that's the problem with this ship, is that, like, you know, fights like that are just really rough, and I don't have a lot of ways to, like, buff my offensive in this early part. Got a free fight, or a free... Just gotta do this one fight. It's not a particularly strong, hiccup, so... Essentially, as long as I just kind of break one weapon every, like, barrage, I should be pretty much... I just gotta worry if it misses. Watch that Radium Blaster. Essentially, here I'm looking to pick up hopefully just any weapon that shoots. Something preferably low-powered, like a Storm would be really nice. Like Storm 2 would be a perfect pickup here. I guess a beam weapon would be okay. Also, just anything that deals like damage to systems, so I can effectively just like hit stuff and cause damage, because that's going to be the main thing that I'm struggling for here until I get something else. I guess system-wise, a Hull Reaper would also be good, because obviously that's healing. It's really, really good still. Let's see. Okay, that's actually a pretty nice pair of pickups. I think I'm honestly going to grab both. Energy Beam 1 is always really good, even with the change, and then heavy energy lance. A little expensive, but that early damage in a fight is going to be really nice. I think I'm going to go with... Now the choice is... I think Magma Gun I got to absolutely go with. That's such a good weapon, because it's... Like, this is probably one of the best weapons in the game, because it's just leaving now, and like obviously like on my commander, she'll be able to like rip and tear entire rooms for 5 DPS, so like weak summons or whatever she'll annihilate. And now the question is, do I want the launch? Essentially the question is, do I want to commit to the missile bay, or do I want probably the auto surgeon? I could go with the launch bay, since my crew is like got volt knives, so they have crazy DPS stats, but it's always expensive. I think Launch Bay needs like a real price reduction. If I could get it for like 50 scrap, I probably would like snap buy it a lot of the time just to have good boarding. But I feel here I don't really need it. So I could like instead just go for like an auto surgeon, ensure I have a nice like pool of healing, because these guys are still real squishy, and if I get into like some nasty situations, it does kind of suck to lose the Siege Axe, because that's another really nice weapon, but I can't just get a Power Claw in order to, like, pick it up nice and easy. We can do that, and then probably just give it to this guy. Super stack. Yeah, probably. I'll move it. He's really good with double shields. And I'm gonna just grab one little repair just to be cautious. It's not a lot, but sometimes that health can be the difference. Ooh, Ashen Priest is really... So that opens me up to kind of have my commander be like an innate boarder now. Like, she's really well equipped, and I got Mind Bolt to help like snipe shit. So this definitely got a lot better. Like, this is a pretty comfortable run. I'll need to further augment my like capabilities, but for what I need, this is pretty nice. Yeah, I'll definitely want to Mind Bolt that, get the kills done. That. So I don't have a way to board, so the fusion charges aren't great. I mean, big crew is always good crew. Hey, yeah, I'll take the engineer. I can find fusion charges in shops, but having like that bonus repair speed, like crew systems, is good. Healing. My biggest thing now is just kind of investing scrap. I need to get level 2 shields, and I need to get like one more power in weapons so I can have the B1 active and going. Which is only 35 scrap, because I can always pull a power from the engines for like the short term. Got a lot of exclusion. It's going to be nice because I want to explore and see what's going on. Use this to just heal up the Doomweaver before we jump. Probably going to go Techno Cult. No, actually I should go Death Cult, because I have a fairly good like anti-boarding issues. Like I shouldn't have any issues with like the undead or like ghoul spam, and having a double dip into exclusion zones. Yeah, I guess it depends, but in theory, Like, and this is so new that like people haven't done the math. But in theory, the specially named zones, exclusion zones, should be the best third sector you can get, like the Maw or the Infernal Sea. Uh, Also, going to Death Cult means I can get the whatchamacallit, the Shrine. And with that Shrine, I'm able to get Allegiance and probably start finding, like, Death Cults, which could mean Death Knights, which are obviously ultra insane. So that's what I'm going to try to aim for. I can probably just kill one of them outright. Like, just nuke the commander, blast this into shields, then they have no dodge. Just death blast him so he starts taking damage. Now he pretty much can't deal any damage, and I hear him. Okay, now the big thing is I need to move my boys up for the meantime. I'm gonna get bullied by the Bone Shrine. Let's see, I got 3 guys there, they're close to it. This should be pretty fine to deal with all the ghouls. I'm definitely interested also, that brings me to another thing. So, I probably need to walk her over here as soon as I can kill that. Get that for 2. We'll kill 2 of the scribes. Because I want to keep as many guys together as I can. I guess I want to move this here then. As long as they don't get spared, this should be really nice damage. Yep. That's good. Should be able to clean this up. They can't get the... Also, the Mind Bolt will be ready, so I should be able to pretty cleanly do most of this. Just move her over there, because once this pledge happens, a bunch of ghouls spawn. And she's actually pretty capable on her own, so to minimize damage, I'm going to put her kind of towards the front of the ship, where everybody else is going to be focused on that front part. Like, they'll be able to handle themselves over here, and I can Mind Bolt if anything's really bad. That... Okay. Here's a ghoul. Hitting. Was one? Two. Okay, so that, yeah, they're spread all over. But this is fine because I have the guy manning the door, so they can't really do a whole lot. Oh, the damn crawler broke up. Got in there. Alright, is one in there, but Bolt Knives is really good on Raiders. Like, it really ups the damage. Okay, pretty clean. That's one of the shrines that can definitely, like, mess you up if you're not ready for it. you know, but if you just like group your guys together right before it happens, then it's fairly easy. I mean, at least as long as you have like a couple guys that can fight. Uh, Healing obviously is great, you know, I used psyker abilities as well. But you know, as long as you have like 2 or 3 guys that can fight and you clump them into important rooms and can do, or if you have purify and can negate the slow, like, you know, it's not the end of the world. So I need to think. I can't get level 2 shields yet. I need to be really cautious about because it's important that I have something. I could dump. I'm always so greedy with this too. Like I always want to go. I want like 3 jumps to get to the merchant. I guess we'll do 1 jump and we'll see how it goes. And if this goes poorly, then I will. That sucks. Might be a board into it. Get rid of all the ghoul summoners because god, this is gonna be miserable if I don't do this. Okay, shields down. Thank God for that. Okay, both of those are interrupted. Make sure nobody gets poisoned. See, the one good thing is that, like, obviously I can just, like, murder them all, but... You know, oh, that sucks. I'm gonna damage my other 2. Ooh, I didn't. That's good. Just barely, though. But... kill them, get the hell out of here. I'm gonna be greedy because I want to go to the shop to get a Death Knight, or see if I can roll into a Death Knight, because if I can get that and then get any boarding, my boarding situation is essentially settled, which is really nice. I got 1 more. I'm going into an asteroid field. I will say I am playing very risky doing this, because this could very easily backfire and like leave me SOL in terms of that. Perfect. Get that going. We'll get a Mind Bolt down. Just kill as much as we can. Break everything. Leave it with few, if any, options. Break the rest of its systems. And now it probably doesn't... that ship more than likely don't got enough power to really threaten me. That's just gonna die. Okay. If that was a worse fight, it would have been really bad, but it is... oh my god. Oh. I mean, I gotta go with the... oh god, that is a tough choice. These are like some of the 2 best pickups in the game. Let me think. I got Twin Disruptor, which is decent ion. I have a character that can board. I have a lot of ways that I can probably get boarding to fusion charge the boss. Purify, there's not really a replacement for. And I do have a Psyker with my commander to easily put it on. Yeah, oh god. But Heavy Ion is more expensive if I were to come across it, so... that's a tough one. I think there's a strong argument that Heavy Ion would be better. But I'm kind of leaning Purify. I don't know. Let me think. Purify is just so flexible, but Heavy Ion just like solves every fight, every game for no issue, and it's only 1 power. Oh, I'm gonna go Heavy Ion. Maybe Purify was the better choice there. I don't think so. So good. Does kind of make the heavy lance purchase a little less sensible, but I don't really care because heavy ion lance. Okay, let's see. Oh. Okay, so there is some good stuff here. So I don't think I need a death mage, really, because I have the Ashen Priest. I have 2 psychers already. So I don't really need that. I probably want to pick up the Ruinous Regents because those are going to be really nice for a boss. The Electro Maul would be a good weapon to pick up. Having stun is always good. Even the nerf version of stun. Arc Rifle would push is always... Arc Rifle is like a lot of damage. Like, it's just a flat 4 DPS, essentially, in almost every circumstance. I feel like I want to pick up an Enforcer, too. Like, just kind of round this out and have one guy that can just take a bit of a beating. Even though he's not, like, the strongest out there. He's, like, a good filler guy. Now the question is... Let me think. Electro Maul... I feel like I can't skip the stun. Getting stun on a guy is really good whenever I do get, like, the boarding. Now the question is, do I get the Regents? I mean, there's a couple reasons. I could just toss the bolt. The bolt cannon's not really doing a whole lot for me anymore. I'm much more of, like, you know, limited boarding. I, you know, can easily get more replacements. Energy Lance and Energy Beam 1 pretty much carries the DPS. I think I'm gonna sell this. Just get 2 of those, and then I guess I could just get 2 fleshy regents as well. Kind of just have some extra regents running around in some of my guys so I can kind of spam them out if I... My bolt here. I guess the like Gashin. I guess I don't really need the Ruinous because I'm not gonna use it outside of certain fights. I was hoping to repair. I was hoping to get a Death Knight. Probably just gonna repair at the shipyard. But my crew's pretty strong now, which I'm doing because I'm always scared of having to deal with a Necro Barge. They should. Yep. Nice and easy. Start damage like that. Always gotta watch it because if you board, like if I wasn't paying attention and I boarded, it very easily could have just like run. I've done that a lot in the past, but I have learned to not have that happen. Definitely gonna get a Hall heal to get up to a comfortable like 20-ish, and then we're definitely gonna go to the Planetary Assault. I got a lot of good borders to go on there if needed. Need to. Why do these ships have so much dodge? And blast that, get the better hit on it. Out of there. Hey, another Twin Disruptor. And now, pretty much just gonna buff now. Righty. I really need to get shields too. I am putting that off really, really long because I'm getting a lot of really nice stuff, but I really should be getting shields. Hull integrity patches, so that's essentially 18 scrap. I'd only have 50 scrap if I went there. That means that, like, well, I'd have 50 plus 80 plus another 80 if I were to sell the Twin Disruptor. I mean, it would be very expensive. I'm just thinking if I roll into a Death Knight, would I buy it? And the answer is probably no. I'm close, but I'd have to sell like one of the lances. I don't think I can unless I had another weapon to replace it. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna skip it and go for another scrap reward, and then try to. That's because I do have a psyker slot, so if there's a purify or rejuvenate or anything useful like that, it's not bad to pick up. I don't really need crew anymore. I mean, I'm not hurting for crew. I guess let's see what this is. Don't get an infinite amount of shops in it. Well, there's the scrap, or there's the purify. I probably should just get that. Maybe I could do double mind bolt as well. Well, definitely the twin disruptor good. Definitely getting him. Purify on a husk. Guys I want fighting. I could sell one of these to get mind bolt, and I can stick mind bolt on Beaver, and then I have double mind bolt. Pretty much is always really useful. None of these other ones. I mean, yeah, Oriac would be potentially good. Like, that would be boarding, but I'm never a big fan of, like, the Chaos boarding, because it's usually, I find it really hard to utilize. I'm gonna pick up another... Stick it. Ender. And, where the hell am I gonna stick him? Probably close to the med bay, safe in weapons, help repair. Okay. We'll do a planetary assault now. This is a benefit of the ship, is that these guys, these infiltrators are super useful right out the gate. Gotta break them. Oh, God, they have scary weapons. Lances. I just need to grab the 3 chests, and then he gets to. This is like, scavengers had always been a bit of a weird unit, but now they're like really good because of this. They just grab and go, and they walk through doors. They don't have to give a shit. Like, this would be a lot more annoying. But instead, I just get that done in like 2 seconds. I got a Soul Barrage. Not that useful an ability, in all honesty. But I can sell it for a little price next shop we go to. Not gonna buy anything even if I would. Those purchase something random is usually like 1 fuel charge, which is such a win. Okay, I guess it is Infernal Sea. Depending on the generation, this is like the big money, because Infernal Sea is a large sector, which gives you extra nodes that you can jump to. We're gonna, in theory, have a runes, which we do, and we have the mini boss. So this is like pretty much perfect. I'm gonna have to go to this shop in order to sell and pick stuff up. Which, I mean, if I could find a different armament, that'd be pretty nice. Oh. Fighter. Copy. That's great that it missed. Nice thing is this enemy, of course, has really bad. I don't have to really need to. shield. I just need to contest this until I can get... Okay, and then we're gonna call it back. We'll get... Further nuke here. This double beam is not okay. Way. Say. Not huge. Thankfully, we have the disruptor, so I don't gotta worry too much about... Like, we're not gonna be able to get this repaired in time, but the fusillades are pretty smooth. A little bit more damage than maybe I should have taken, but... I'm not gonna go to the Gore Shrine because I don't want to pledge allegiance to the Blood Cult, really. The Death Cult is the one I want to focus on just because Death Knights are so good. I had the opportunity to take it, so... I just need to make sure I go up. And I do have another Hull Integrity patch. This is going to be... Let's see, this is an event that if you lose this War Cultist, you get a War Knight, which is really good. So we lose our Ashen Priest, which sucks a little bit, but we get a Chaos Knight with a Gore Sledge, which is really good. Like, now my boarding is kind of insane. Chaos Knights are really, really good. They're very, very strong. I'm actually going to put the Scavenger if I can test. So now I really just need to find boarding. If I find any boarding, we are in the money in terms of, like, our offensive power. I still really need to get shields too. I'm slacking on quite heavily. This is one of the annoying layouts. Normally, like previously, before the patch that nerfed it, get away with that, but you can't now. Under 2. Nasty. Need to get out. Cutting it close, you know. Gotta really pay attention to what's happening. Definitely take the scrap. And yeah, I have 4 jumps. Should definitely put a patch on. Might have to pop that if I get a little low on health. But we'll see. Here's a trick on how to deal with these stupid ass Knights. You can lure them because they will only follow specifically crew members. So see, they won't stay in systems because they don't have the ability to sabotage. So I don't have to worry about like any of that. We'll just get out of there because the carcass is too scary. We purify to make sure. Okay. Damage to break the Thunder 2. Heavy Lance to finish that off. Pop the call. pretty much set. Yeah, hopefully within like the next like couple weeks, I'll be able to start making regular Void War content again, at least not taking several month-long breaks in between the stuff I'm doing. That would definitely be nice because I want to make more content. I enjoy the game, and this definitely helps motivate me to do this to get the board. I'm gonna just pull her out. Plus that to throw me. This. Those guys out of there. Beam 1 carrying the offensive like the goat it is. We're in a fairly good spot as long as I am able to find like another weapon to pair with Beam 1, because my DPS is a bit low. Even with Beam 1, if like shields get up a little too much, like there are chances these battles go really badly. The Twin Disruptor is like the one good backup I have. Get out of it. Yes, especially with the -1. Our commanders. Don't gotta worry about that. Have a good scrap income. I'm probably gonna dump some of it into repairs just to minimize the impact. Probably means I should use all integrity since it's worth more than 9 scrap. Guarantee the reward, don't have to worry about any stupid commander. That out. Siege armor is pretty good, to be honest. The move speed penalty is like not an issue for Doomweaver, and the extra 20 HP goes way farther for her than others. Ooh, double fight. Okay. That's fine with me. Up that. You know what? Instead, I'm just gonna spam a flesh. Good. That should be good. I'll pop that just. But that should realistically. I'll teleport away because they're fucking useless. That now, and then pretty much purify, get the okay, wasn't expecting the double fight there, but it's fine, the lance is carried enough. Need to fix that shit. No. Deal with the sure. Get a good heal off here. Goodness for. I'm gonna put that on her, so now she don't have to worry about that. And we'll warp out of here. Just poison happens. Let's see. Thunder's pretty good. Thunder might be the out here. Probably a Thunder. Good DPS boost. Gonna be nice to help consistently bring down. Double shots. I mean, it's not bad with the lances. Like, this is admittedly really good with heavy energy lance, but I'm kind of considering, like, getting rid of heavy lance because I want the Twin Disruptor as, like, a consistent backup in case heavy ion misses for some stupid reason. We'll sell that. That's not useful. That's not useful. Chaos Stars or whatever pick up. I mean, I'm definitely going to do Thunder. It's just a question of what do I want to put in place of it. Because I could either do this, but double lance is generally not a super, like, consistent thing. It's just, like, good up until the boss, so I do have time to work around it. But having, like, Twin Disruptor and, like, Heavy Ion, or I could even do, like, having something like this. Heavy Ion essentially guarantees I'm going to be able to easily bring down enemy shields. Twin Disruptor is the backup if the fight drags on, you know, giving me a way to help open the door for Thunder, Beam 1, and this. Whereas Heavy Energy Lance, you know, especially like in this past the mid game, is going to start to kind of drop off. So, one thing I do need to do, I need to do this right away. Because I really should have more. I also need to do this because I need 4 power, and then I'll need to get a 5th one. I think I'm gonna do this though. I think I'm gonna sell Heavy Energy Lance. It served us well. It did good, but I think with Thunder now being a thing, I don't need the Heavy Lance. I would rather have the scrap to just top my health off to keep from dying. But with shields too, I should be a lot safer as well. And I do have another shipyard coming up, so I can get away with a repair there. Because we're essentially gearing up just to fight the boss now. That is essentially our entire thing. I was hoping to find some dark matter prisms or something like that, or just any boarding to put the War Knight on the enemy ship, but I guess that's not happening. So we'll just keep going. Oh, another shop. Well, none of this is particularly useful, so no harm, no foul about spending my scrap elsewhere. Yeah, none of this is really useful at all, so excuse me. But we're gonna just keep plugging along. And I'm just gonna kill. Throw him. Nuke the definite. I want to hit right. Or well, it's 3 power. It essentially don't matter actually if I hit missiles, so I guess we will just try to break the rest of them. I mean, now we should essentially be good. We might take a couple chip damage from missiles, but they miss, so nice and clean. Or damage the helmet. Gotta see if the lance can. Perfect. Alright. I'm not gonna take any chances. I'm just gonna arm the siege beam here. I have a feeling. Sometimes you just get that gut feeling that, like, certain possessed ships are gonna be ultra cringe with their bullcrap, so I'm just gonna, like, get the damage going and just nuke the hell out of this. I just don't want to deal with it. Get it out of here. Get that out of here. Yeah, I need 50 scrap to get that. If I'm gonna go here and just top my HP up as well. Here I go into the necrophage fight with like full HP, so I don't get like absolutely blasted. Alright, this is good ship to just board into bandwidth. Eye on this, never mind. Missed, screw me. I'll just kill what I can of them. They're gonna kind of fuck me up here. Well, not really, actually. Fired at different. Although if I do miss this one, I'm gonna be kind of screwed. Okay, we're... break that, break that, break that. That's enough of them dead, though. Try to repair shit, they're not gonna be able to before I... God, Heavy Ion is such a good lance. It's so good. Just literally makes like every fight a cakewalk. I'll get the fusion charges here. Nice scrap reward as well. But now I have like infinite fusion charges to just like throw at people. Probably going to use a Ruinous Regent against the boss coming up. Make sure I effective. Get it out of here. That I didn't have a Death Cult unit actually, which allows me to get a gold event, I believe, if I remember correctly. Which usually just gives me like one free item, but you know, free stuff's free stuff. Actually, board into this. Break pretty much everything. Because essentially all those thralls just die, is the funny thing. Also, it's really good to not let the Blood Priest be cringe and spam Blood Sphere, because that's potentially a lot of unavoidable hull damage if I'm not able to stop that. So after this next jump, we'll dump our money into probably like getting another med bay or more shields or something like that. poured into that again because these annoying little shits love to just endlessly dodge all of your attacks with their high percentage. But pretty much should be fine here. Pull out just mistakenly. Hey, look at that. That's a good one as well. So I could actually swap that out for the Twin Disruptor, which I'm probably going to do because this deals damage instead of Ion, and I have the heavy Ion lance. So that's a nice pickup. A very, very nice pickup. Okay, now I need to pick one item on that. So, not really gonna have to deal with boarding. Could just do this. I mean, I could just dump them like some basic necessary upgrades that you generally want. I also probably should upgrade the beam, though. I might want to do this because Siege Beam level 2 is so much better because you get double the length and it deals way more damage. So I think I'll do this, and then I can just dump. So I'm going to have nuclear levels of damage with Siege Beam, and then I also have, like, once I get one more power bar, I'll have the Heavy Ion Lance ready to go. I think it's ready to go. Just Purify to start out with, and then flip over to the major threat. Now... That sucks. That might not. Did get fucked. Son of a bitch. That's an. I mean, essentially, my commander is gonna kill pretty much this whole damn crew. Never mind, it won't kill the whole crew because holy shit. I'm gonna just try to run up there and sneakily grab the chest. I don't know if we're gonna get the best. The 8. That out of here. Stop doing. This would be really annoying. I mean, I probably want to just like spam the flesh link out and now. I hate you. Now I get to sit here and just watch, unable to do anything because they pressed the funny button. Ha ha ha. Nothing I can do to interact until it's over. So. Ollie. But now I also. Okay. I guess I'll knock a level off that to get Heavy Ion ready because they're gonna start I'm gonna just kill those. I'm gonna kill those. I believe it's at 10 health it starts. I'm just waiting until... Or well, I'm not going to be able to wait because I need to interrupt that. Alright, so this fight... Okay, this fight is over now. I was going to say, if that one thing missed, I was in a bad position. Now I am in a good position. On that, the siege beam will pretty much kill everything. Like, there's going to be a little bit of damage here, but we pretty much got the fight under wraps. He was going to kill it off. Yeah, if that heavy ion missed, I would have been in a bad spot because I want to have a way to easily bring shields down, and they were probably going to spam it. I guess just the Doom effigy. Chaos Star ain't bad, but Doom effigy kind of spams out stuff and whatever. It's a fine enough reward. The macro disruptor's really good, and now I'm gonna dump 30 scrap into that and that. Get the extra heal off to top off my commander, and now I have the full power. So now we're in a really good spot, I think. Now let's see the ruins. So I've seen one of these. Ooh, big one. There's the new enemy, the Pit Lord. Look at that absolute unit. Holy crap, that thing is massive. 180 HP is so much, you know, on top of also just having like just so much. Holy shit. But so this is the interesting one in that essentially like we don't have to worry about attacks. We just have to actually like navigate the damn thing. They do have a door system which I can break and ion down. So I'm actually gonna like I can actually just kind of sit here and kind of chill out. Like the skeletons will slowly, like there will be these anomalous surges, which is the one thing that kind of pressures, but I can just repair them. Let's knock shield down. Break that, break that. In theory, if I deploy the infiltrator, deploy her there, I essentially don't have to worry because I have the suffocation. So it's just a matter of like avoiding getting into a fight. Oh no. That's a bug. I know that bug. He moves fast. He is a fast-moving lad, ain't he? Okay, that actually sucks because that means in order to get everything, I'm gonna have to find. Thankfully, they're cleaning up because see, there's actually you can't get from one side to the other. So, all right, I'm gonna hope that this one doesn't bug out. Otherwise, I won't actually be able to clear this. Quick. Very. Get everything. Okay. Well, I can't get there, can't get there. Essentially, I'm actually just gonna wait until he, maybe teleports away, and then I need to warp onto this. Or no, wait, he's actually in a different sector. I can actually go here, just grab this, which is a free death bringer. Ooh, that is a very strong command. That is a very strong unit. Very bulky, great psyker, very, very nice. But I think that's all I can get, because I can't deploy into the weak points, and I can't actually get up there or down here. But those are just like small things anyways, so it's not like a big deal. Alrighty, well, that's the new thing that's being added in update 13, so I wonder why. Overall a good unit, but that Bitlord's a bit scary. Although it is actually kind of funny. He only deals 1 DPS if you have a damage reducer, so he's actually not that scary to like my Doomweaver. Like, just essentially gets to kind of ignore any of the issues. Can't even hurt the skeletons, really. That's funny. He'd actually die to the skeleton. Okay, anyway, let's plug along. Okay. So now pretty much just go to the Forge Enclave, since it's a big sector, and big sectors are always the best one to go to. Build up. Back. My crew's getting nice and bulky. Good thing. Need to move some of these. Bikers and the up. Okay. Definitely want to stop at a couple shops to get more systems. Question is, do I go to a machine shrine? Because I have a good death cult unit. I could keep trying to roll for death knights or other good ones. Scrap re- That's one of the new events that got added. I still don't know exactly what it... Armaments or relics. I mean, there is potential to get better armaments, but I have a pretty good setup, I think, here overall. Or at least fairly good. I mean, I could probably get, like, another better weapon. I need to find boarding. I'm gonna go for relics. Go for relics, see what the hell we get. But see, now I can essentially, like, do something kind of funny and just... I should be able to just, this. Once they get in here, that mind bolt, and then essentially just fighting like nothing. All can't damage her. Just get like a nice, clean, easy fight here. I just get to freely kill them, or nearly do so. Especially with the skeletons adding that nice DPS. Very nice. Yeah, I mean, that's not bad. If I need to, like, bust the door down in an emergency, I don't take any damage. Alright, I think probably I need to go to this one. So I don't really need the psychics, which means going to the machine shrine is good because rolling into an assault cyborg would be better in this situation because I haven't been finding either gate and I don't have any other boarding. So I guess Machine Shrine's like a better consistent reward. Also one less fight because of health. Could be a little low on. Alright. Not a massive reward by any means, but it is consistent. Do they have... Okay. Nice and simple. Alright, well there's the boarding that I've been so dearly looking for. I at least now have a thing to get onto the boss ship with. Because I've been really digging. Ooh, field charger. That's pretty much slam by. And then Seeker missiles is fun. How many consume? I have a lot of fusion charges, one ruinous. I could get more. I don't think I need to. Definitely saw the macro disruptor now. Get rid of the twin, I think. I think I want to pick up Terror Amp. It's a decent little tool for like crowd control and just is like never really like an awful thing to pick up. Probably gonna do just power these up as well. Grab one little pair. Keep plugging along. Okay, how the hell do I want to do? I guess we'll just rip an eye on, see if it lands. It land. Alright, I'm just gonna siege beam. I don't want to do this. This is a cringe layout. I hate Necrolurches. They're the other, like, worst enemy in the game. They just never stop being awful to face against. Like, break everything and just bum real quick. Won't even board. God, I don't need to. Don't worry about it. This one I can actually do. Just eye on the weapon. Continually kill everything. What really would be amazing here is Power of Skulls. Get that juicy like 10 damage. And just like absolutely like annihilate everything. Okay. I still need boarding. I still need like I wish I could get like some like a heavy translocator or find the launch bay again and make it like more consistently useful, but it's not coming up yet. Pick up scrap. Yeah, we'll get another heal here, because that'll top me up to 27. That's pretty good. All I gotta say is, thank God siege beams are only able to be level 1 on enemy ships. Okay, and now I need to leave because the Flux Priest is gonna annihilate me when it blows up for 35 damage, which is terrifying. Purify. Vertical. This is shaping up to be a pretty good run. Like, I don't foresee this. Like, I think we're in a pretty good spot. We have, I think, like, if I can get another good border, I'd pretty much be, like, perfectly set up for any of the bosses. God bless Drain Strength. It makes it so much easier to, like, deal with this. Also, this is a cringe layout. Infinite no repair, are you kidding me? Like, what the hell? I guess I should take it out of this. Yeah. Health, they can capacity, fix anything nearly quick enough to. Skeletons actually just kill them too. Definitely Chaos Rift. Chaos Rift is useful and is emergency boarding. If like shit's getting really, really bad in game, I can Chaos Rift in order to board onto the whatchamacallit, the like enemy. So that's not. This works. Hey, listen. Forever skeleton. Literally does. They don't do any damage. But we'll just plugging along. Gonna save scrap to go to one of these shops. I don't know which one I'm gonna go to. Do I want to roll for like a crew member, or do I want to try to roll more systems? I got a pretty good setup of systems. Ooh. Oops. I definitely just want to get rid of that real quick, which allows me to also eye on it. And it still misses. Yeah, I get. I'm gonna warp him back. I don't need him. Steal anything. It doesn't. Definitely do that. Yes, so we keep on brawling there while we hope Ion Lance hits and doesn't miss the 8%. Go. Alright. Need the fight. Fight Oh, I mean, I think I might want to go crew contracts. Because the only system that I would really love to get would be, like, Hull Reaper. Or I guess Launch Bay. If I'm still, like, hoping about having... Again, I have the Dark Matter Prisms. I don't really need that. I could just look for, like, a better border. Because, like, any border would be good. Do that. Ion Lance. Hoping. Perfect. So I get a missile bay. I guess I could go get a missile bay. The shiv missile's pretty nice. I don't have anything outside of siege BB, so like that would be a good offensive boost. Because I only got at most one more sector to go through. Yeah, I guess the missile bay's better than finding crew, question mark? I don't know, because I need a third crew member. I can make do usually with like 3 good crew members, especially with drained strength to like deal with the stupid knights of any of the ships. But yeah. I don't know. Oof. I think I'm gonna go mercenary. I'm a bit worried against Necrobarge. My crew is like good enough to do it. Never mind, we're not gonna get any good crew members. Or like any good for what I'm wanting. We'll get a really good shield. Pick it on him. We're powerful in that way. Like now this guy is ready to roll. -2 DPS on everything. Even put siege armor on him. Pretty, might as well load my guys up with stuff. Probably don't want that on him then. Rather have it. But I just buy another engineer. Engineers are always like good to just kind of have kicking around. Pulverizer ain't a bad weapon. A little more harm. So he'd be a border. The Chaos Knight is obviously a border. Doomweaver is obviously a border. So it's just a question of is there a 4th unit? And I do have the Ruinous for it, so that does open up some good doors. I'm just gonna grab the Power Claw. It's really cheap that I can just stick it on my Deathbringer, and now I have a pretty solid anti-border unit. On top of like my other guys that are good anti-borders. I guess I should just get the Pulverizer for the War Knight. Now this guy has crazy good DPS. Okay. And another engineer. I guess I'll just throw this engineer kind of up front to like repair the sea beam if something breaks with it. I was really hoping for a good servo unit, like one of the big ones, like the excavator or the definitely the assault cyborg. It is. It is what it is. I guess I can also Chaos Rift the Knight on board, have him start going nuts. That because artillery here and just and I gotta remember I do have Chaos Rift. Oh, Rift Bomb is good also. Well, yeah, Rift Bomb's like, I don't need the Rift Bomb to scrap now because I obviously have Missile Bay. There is a real chance I also don't get a Missile Bay because I forget to go get a Missile Bay. It's a regular exclusion zone, so... We've got another Ruins. It does lead into a Merchant. I definitely want to stop by both Merchants to see kind of what's going on. That's an event that you got to be careful of. I believe if you're near a star, like a big sun in the background, and you go aboard and try to like loot that, normally you just lose a crew member or have a chance to. Like they just burn up to a crisp or like float into space, and it really sucks. Like one of the only events that do that. Purify him. Death Knight? Yuck. Lance. Like this is just an activate the thing and go instead of like anything else. Field charger now, shut down damage. Pretty much just dead now. I just still have not adapted to how short that beat is. Feels so good, but just man, always wanted to cross those little rooms. Okay, you have that. And he's also immune, so I can go get chests if I need to. Oh, would you look at that? Free damage? Heck yeah. That's the only place I can put an infiltrator, or you... I guess I'll just put that guy. Then we'll try to knock that down, and then we'll just focus fire to break everything. And with that to also get an idea of where the hell everything is. Holy crap, that's massive. Holy shit. That's absolutely like game changing. Holy. We're just gonna rip him, see if he spawns up there. He does. I can just essentially grab the last of. Wow, that's absolutely massive that I got an assault sideboard. That just like probably like finalized the run. I'd have to really screw this up to like not get a win here, which I could do because I do oftentimes throw games because I'm not very good. Catastrophic. Okay. Out. Now we're going to the missile. Now we get a missile bay. Very nice pick here. Maximizing our firepower. So this would be my last system if I were to get any of those. Probably don't need them. Don't need any of that. Incendiaries actually pick up 10 scrap to spread fire all over the place. Like that's actually pretty nice. I'll keep all of this. I guess I'll get rid of one fusion charge. I don't really need a like I have at the moment. This is looking pretty damn good though now. The only thing would be if I had Aether Gate very specifically, but there's you get the electro or actually do this, and then he can get the pulverizer. And now he's got 7 damage and double damage to systems in all rooms. Yeah, definitely. I gotta say, the planetary assaults are definitely, like, super good. Like, they definitely add a lot of value when you go to them. Alright. Let's just porting in there. Probably just, like, killing everything. Kill their whole crew and back. Yeah, my crew's looking pretty nice. I think I'll be well suited for a necrobar. Oh, here's something that's a bit rare that I can talk about. 5 shields. This is mean. This is like sometimes this is really, really mean. Okay, so I can. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to give them the passengers. Okay, and they just betrayed. So now we just kind of jump on their ship and murder them. That's kind of the course of action here. Oop, that was the wrong thing. That's fine. Oh, that is actually annoying that they got the defense on it though, but they don't have the health to I bet it is. I guess bunker drills is probably the least useful. Just getting a free dodge is not bad. You know, if I can, like, break a weapon, that means, like, the first missile will miss me and whatnot, which ain't bad. I feel pretty great right now. I would, like I said, I'd have to really mess this up. Hail the vessel. Start. Oh wait, no, that's the bad thing because this is just like a normal reward usually. Ah, I just screwed that. Oh, that's me playing this late. That's me being a moron. That was the bad thing to that because. Oh, those are nice free shit. Give him. Or no, I should probably give. And just have like a. Then these guys will just. Okay. But yeah, no, this quest chain is kind of inconsistent in terms of value. Especially when there's, like, shops here. Like, that's just me, like, literally blanking out. Because it was pretty likely that it was going to end up in a place where I'd have to skip it for the shop. So I just essentially wasted that, and I'm just kind of a moron for it. But it is what it is. I can't undo it. Just live with the choices. The double feet table. Perfect. Hopefully we can go with that. Pretty good damage on everything. try to do as much as we can, but now we pretty much let. I don't even need to fight that. Come back and actually. That's a little. Machine cannon's still not that good. Crap. Yeah, I should have just fought that enemy ship, and that would have been the better way to go about it, but it is what it is. See if there's anything here. Macro Lance is really good, to be honest. None of the rest of this is that great. Soul Thresher. Soul Thresher is quite a spicy weapon. I'm gonna pick that up. More good weapons is always important. Plague Knife, I'll buy it. It's, like, again, super cheap. You know, just throw it on this Corsair and I get, like, some bonus DPS. That's pretty... That's not useful. That's not useful. Well, Ghost Linked is maybe... Ghost Linked is usually not great, but ensuring that heavy ion hits is good, like, reliability. But it's only the first shot. Meaning that, like, the second shot that's, like, important for boss changes might not hit. So I need to have a backup anyway, so probably not worth 40 scrap. And the rest of this ain't either. Another question is, who am I giving the Soul Thresher to? And he's pretty set up. Let's see, they can't board. I guess this would be better for that. And I can just, like, put that on that guy, and that's fine. Yeah, it kind of sucks about the quest. I'm kicking myself a bit. That's like 50 scrap I just threw away. Boarding. Them board. This goes over here and just murders that. I mean, they won't really be able to do too much. I wish the bound demons would be controllable, because see, now he's like, he got into a fight and now he's like super low HP and there's nothing I can do for him. So like if he just like gets in another fight, he just dies, you know, which makes those rewards like from the necrophage a little worse. So I wish they were controlled. Alright, we're on to the final roll. So now we get to see what the boss is, which it is the barge. Yay. Okay. So, in fact, I don't even need to, like, upgrade my shields at all. Like, essentially, I can just be fuck the shields. I just need other stuff. So, I'm probably going to go to... Let me think. I don't really need missiles. I don't need any more systems. I don't need better armaments. So, honestly, I should just go to this ship. I should just go down here and then just get as many consumables as I can. Oh, God. Oh boy, I love 8 Centurion things like this. This is totally not super freaking annoying. that. Here, do that. I at least got the one kill off. Oh, there. Never mind. We're not even gonna get that one done. Now we're in the stupid part of the fight where I have to sit here and like help the missile. Their job. They are. And I don't know why Energy Beam 1 is the only weapon that this galaxy has ever known and only uses. It's annoying. I don't want to do a barge fight. I still feel like the barge is like annoyingly difficult. Like I can do it. Like it took me, I gotta say, it took me a long time to figure out how to do the barge fight consistently. But I did figure it out in time. And it's just, I don't want to do it like every freaking... Oh, Death Knight. A little more fire going on. I think we have enough. Purify this shit. Heal. Then we go to our last shop, so now we need to essentially spend all our scrap, buy anything and everything we can. I guess I need to just buy the loadout. No, I don't need to. Don't need fusion charges. I just need the dark matter prism. I could just buy graviton. Yeah, I think I'm gonna buy graviton. Nice little cheap system. 2 more of those. We'll top up the repair, and then the rest of the scrap can just be invested in whatever the hell I definitely need a door. That's something I can't think about. That, we got that. So he's all ready to go for boarding, essentially. Who else would be, like, picking up the dark matter? Yes. I guess I could just put it on, like, this guy, and then move the riot shield to someone else, maybe? Got it. I don't need that. Well, I guess I could pick up antidotes. Yeah, I guess I should just grab that since we're actually going into the barge fight. Antidotes are like only useful against barge essentially because they're the only consistent like poison fight that you know of, and only then I like rarely buy antidotes. I probably should buy them a bit more, but I just never do. Okay. The last really hard, really annoying fight that I gotta... all the weapons are pretty much dead. So just like really lay into shields here. You need to hit that. Break that down. If I can't hit the heart a little bit. Not the repairs. Okay. Let's do best. Necro Witch. Okay. A lot of scrap for this very final. I guess the fire suit is better because I'm not going to use the flare beam any reason. Yes. So, okay, so now we just got to do our prep for the boss, and then see if I can't it out and actually. So, in terms of this stuff, probably just like these two would be good upgrades. Could legitimately just dump it in the missile bay because I don't need really any. All of this really is not that cool. I pretty much leave with no resource. The other option is like Graviton and Terror Amplifier getting buffed. And I have 70 scrap that I don't really know. I could do that, but I don't have the power bars to upgrade that. So, and that's I think less impactful than having Mr. Phase. I guess because of how weird this boss fight is, I don't really need anything else. The 30% faster charge speed just means that I'll be able to rattle missiles off nice and quick. Now I need to like equip all my guys with all the shit I have. So let's see. You are gonna hold this because I don't trust you to not get your ass killed. I'm gonna get the Ruinous up. Somebody's gonna hold the. I'm gonna have a guy holding those. I guess he'll be the other designated dark matter prism, and he can combo with this engineer to work together. And him there. So the front of the ship is gonna be like dedicated, kill and deal with stupid fights. And don't need the hull integrity, really. Lots for it. The question is, do I want this guy to have either a shield or carry fusion charges? This stuff really isn't important. I have the 2 fusion charges. A lot of my guys are poison. Okay. I think this will probably be. What I can do, though, is could carry. I'll just save it. I got pure. Technically, if I wanted to be optimal, I would use these antidotes right before I jump into the fight, so then I could effectively go nuts. I just need to. Is goes up here. Poor guys. Okay, this is pretty much. Then I guess I should also call it good. If I something breaks, I can get a little more dodge out of this. All right, I gotta like lean forward in my chair for this fight. Because this is gonna be a hard fight. Only level 2 shields, by the way, but that's essentially like all you really need. The barge essentially does not have weapons that like seriously challenge them. Okay. So I need to stick the Ruinous right there. Get the worm out to deal with stuff. Immediately warp our asses. Well, actually, not immediately. I want to... Wait a second. Because I want them to... This... And we Dark Matter Prison into there. I should have purified before I did that. That's a bit on my end. That... Which one is like the Hungerer, Rot Spawn, Boatman? Still that guy. Now this ship is starting to kind of fall apart. I need to interrupt that to break this shit in the shit because that's cyanide. Okay. Hit that. Okay, we're fine. Oh shit, which one fucking... Oh, son of a bitch. Who just put... That sucks ass, but it is what it is. I'm gonna put him up there. We're gonna make that part of the crew poison. Okay, now they're immune to poison. Okay. So, we need to pull everybody back. We need to pop this shit at the second it happens. We just fell out. Oxygen fit. Okay, hold on. Just this and that. Break all the weapons, and the barge is not that big of a threat for the time. Okay, I don't want that on my ship. I do not want to deal with the stupid ass. We need to get out of there. Okay, we need to do one of our heals in order to minimize. Should also get the siege beam up. I forgot to click that button. We'll just top everybody up with heals possible. Okay, now we just do a reset. Now we can essentially get this going. That's about to kick us over into phase 2, so now everything's uber broken. Stupid ass necro lurches are here. This is the only really bad part of the fight. And I kind of just have to, like, take it. Not a option. Not. Gets out of there. I'm just gonna rip that out of there. Okay. We're fine, we're fine. Micro those into an empty part of the ship. Need to get... I don't really need the fix engines, to be honest. Just need to get the boys back together to... Yeah, see, that attack right there, that whirlwind launcher is what will kill me if I don't pass. So, just need to... It's just about... Okay. He's gonna go... Second. I just need to get onto the enemy ship again. We need the place to go onto the ship. That guy, okay, you get the kill everything. Fine. Oh shit, I just kicked it over. Shit, I did. Okay. Oh, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. Just heavy ion lance, just gonna knock that down. Gonna need another heal. Okay, good, good, good. That broke that. Now we can break that, bring that down. We're almost out of it. Like, we're almost through the thick of it. It is just a matter of pushing through this, like, last wave of bullshit. Because we're essentially... All we have to do is just keep attacking, and we pretty much got it. Do need to fix this, though. According to that Good-ass job at skeletons. Oh yeah, the phase changes, so shit, I actually, okay. This... What the fuck? go up. Last heal going out. Okay, we're fine. Ooh. Oh, goodness. I forget that the phase changes when you kill the boss. Thank goodness. Okay. Ooh. Barge is still always a mess. You can see the whirlwind started to actually get control over me. I was kind of losing control right there at the end. I was about to board one last time to break shields and get the weapons down because the life support had come back on, but there we go. So another Torment 12 down. Overall, fun, and I like the new exclusion zone. I would say probably the main thing I would criticize is that some of the specific what you call it, the fact that the generation can make it impossible to get some of the chests is weird. I'm not opposed to it, but I could definitely see it being really annoying if, like, the main chest, like that prisoner that you can unlock, gets locked away in a place you can't access or something like that. But overall, Void War is great, and, it's good that the game's back on Steam and the DMCA is not, sticking, so, overall, if you like this and want to see more Void War, hopefully not in a couple months, but instead just like in a week or two, like and subscribe. I will continue to cover and play Void War for everybody. I hope people found this useful, or maybe some tips or some strategies you saw and you can pick up for your own games. But thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a good day.